This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Saturday morning. I did not see anybody in my immediate art community that is live, so I thought I would pop on this morning and work on my Inktober. I'm about a week behind, so I want to do some catching up. I might do some fast sketches here. Let me get over here to my notepad so that I can see folks if they come in. This is not a scheduled stream for me. This is an impromptu, but we will see what happens here. We got one person watching, and that might be me. But while I'm waiting for folks to come in, let me set the quality up on my from 144 to 1080, and let's set my chat filter to all messages. Nobody is expecting me to stream this morning. I thought that I would play a little with these glass pens that I have and ink. I don't know. We will see. We will see. This looks like it's on the cap, I believe. The color is on the label there. That looks like kind of a sepia color. I got this set on Amazon a couple months ago, and I haven't done much playing with it. I think that's kind of a black color. I'm looking for more of a brown, red, greens, blues. Of course, I've got my walnut ink. Let's try this one. I should put these out where I can see them better. This looks like more of a sepia ochre over here. Hold on. It looks like I've got two reds, two kind of ochre colors. No, this one might be the brown. Let's try this one. So welcome in, folks, if you're out there watching. I see 4 people out there now. So they're up in the balcony, which is completely fine. And let me grab a piece of scratch paper here for testing purposes. We'll use this little strip, and I guess I need to get a glass pen out. I think I used this one before, and I broke my finger now. Might have to clip that off. Nope, I got it. Okay. And I did use, well, let's see if I can get the little plastic bubble off of it. And we'll just set those back up on top. And I've got a link here to the Metropolitan Museum of Art to Buckles, and in the free domain library. Now I want to do something very simple at first. I think I've already done that one. Let's just get a simple buckle. Are there any simple ones in here? Here, this one's simple. Let's try this one. And let me go. We'll just try this for now. Can I put it this way? Get my eraser out here. And put it there. And I have to be very careful with these little bottles because I do tend to spill them. I spilled the blue one, I think. I might put it inside of a, maybe that'll help. Oh, and it has a cap to it here. Just glued on there. They don't want it to evaporate. It's got a plug in it. That's kind of hard to get out. Don't spill it, Mary. I'm going to get my plier. I've got a tight grip on it, but it's got a nice plug in it. And yes, I'm going to get my hands doity. Set it over there. And I guess this is red. And that might be stained my finger. We're going to draw this buckle in red. What you do is you dip your pen and set it in there. And you draw. I'm going to draw it in red because that's what I got out. And I'm just doing some tests here. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. So let's do a quick buckle here in red. Well, red is okay too. And welcome in if you're coming in, if you're watching. Hi, Anina. Welcome in. I got some of you up there in the balcony. Welcome if you're in the balcony. I understand the balcony. A lot of people are busy on Saturday mornings, but I decided to come on because I want to get caught up with my Inktober. And if I just do some simple ink drawings here, I can concentrate on some more detailed ones. And this is a glass ink pen, and look how it holds this ink. And I have not played much with glass ink pens, so this is a new experience for me. And I am liking it. And I'm just doing little circles here for the little, I guess I'll call them diamond shapes. I'm not sure if they're really diamonds, but we'll call them diamonds. And I think I'm running out of ink now. So let's do another dip. Yeah, guess I have to get it way down in there. And I'm doing mine in a red ink because that's what I pulled out. It's kind of a reddish brown ink. Looks like I got a little on the side here. I think somebody warned me about not getting it on your fingers, but too late. I might have stained fingers here. All right, then it comes across this way. And shall I just do one, or I might do a part of the second one here. Let's do the second bar in here. Just bring it down. And of course, I've got all these pens in my way. Bring it across. And let's do some more circles up here at the top. Welcome in if you're watching. Hello, Anne. I'm on my daily challenge, but birds. And my chat filter on all messages. You're in Meri's stream and you're talking to Anne. I don't see anybody else in here. Is Anne on? I did not see Anne on. I checked, but I'm not sure I'm subscribed to Anne. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not going to worry about it because I did check. And I am wanting to finish my, or not finish, get caught up in my Inktober. So go watch who you want to watch. It won't hurt me at all. You're confused? You mean me? I'm confused most of the time, Anina, so yeah, I totally understand confusion. I was kind of worried that I popped on when Anne was on. And Anne did a big stream. Now see that ink has, you know, I drew it all and it's drained down, so my pen is dry again. And I'm trying just to get the tip of it in there. And it's quite dark over here, so I'm right in this corner there. Yeah, I'm confused most of the time, Anina. I'm just glad I'm not competing with Anne for time here. I don't really enjoy coming on when other people I know are on. It's just not my thing to do. I do check when I do impromptus. I do check, and if I don't see anybody I know or who I'm connected with, I don't come on. I'll come on during my regular streams no matter who is on. Some people, it doesn't bother them, and that's okay too. That's just their modus operandi, but it bothers me. All right, I'm going to call that a pretty good buckle, and I'm going to start this other one maybe halfway. Whoops. Now put... You know, and these don't have to be perfect, especially if you're experimenting with a newer tool, which I am here. I don't generally draw with glass pens, but I am enjoying it. I'm up in here. I did not enjoy opening that little ink bottle, but they probably have a reason for putting that big plug in there. I have a feeling that this ink it's probably got some alcohol in it, which I could check on the back here. It's not soaking through too bad. Keep it from spilling or evaporating. Let's just come down this way. I like that this pen holds the ink. I suppose those swirls are what's holding it in. All right, I'm not going to draw this entire one. I'm just going to draw a portion of it. And the shadowing starts a little bit underneath. We're just going to go out that far. And alrighty, I think I'm going to leave it here. And I'm going to put simple buckle, B-U-C-K-L-E, done with glass pen and ink. And this is hashtag Inktober 2024 day 7. And I'll sign it here. Now, let me get a swatch card to scribble on here. We'll just use up the rest of my ink here. Oh, excuse me. That's about all I can. Well, I got a little coming through there. Whoops. I'm going to have to get back in that. My phone went dark. Okay. And I suppose you should have some water out to clean these. Let me grab my spray bottle here. Oh my. This is a swatch card here. I'm just playing with the ink. Oh, it's water-soluble ink. Look at that. I didn't know that. So we can play with some let's get out another little, let me get out a little pan here. Put some water in there. And I'm just going to unscrew it and... Hi, Maritza. Hi, Dar. Welcome, ladies. Welcome in. I was laughing. I was reviewing my chat from my stream last night, and I came to the part to where they were warning me that I left the glue stick off of the cap off of my glue stick. Mary, put the cap on your glue stick. Mary, your glue stick. Mary, your... Because I had complained earlier I'd left the cap off of my Yoo-hoo glue stick, and I go, oh no, it's going to turn to plastic. And so they were, I was giggling about it this morning. Okay, that's pretty clean. Now I'm going to take this with my inky hands and hopefully put this plug. I don't like the little bottles. I would much prefer a larger bottle. My big old hands on this, I get. So this was a red ink. But I want to take one of these paint brushes and let's see if it's, see, I think I can move some of that color with, I had a paintbrush out here. Let's try this one. Let's see if I can move this. Oh, I can't. Ooh, I'm loving this. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Let's move some of this, make some shadow in here. Yep, I'm loving it. All right, we'll just leave it like that. And shall I try another color? Opening these, I'm going to kind of let that dry. Let's go to the black one. I think this is black. Open these might be a challenge for me. But now that I know that they have a plug, I know to hold on. That one might just been kind of, this one feels like it'll come off easier. Maybe if I kind of twist it. There we go. So I think that, well, this ink may not be permanent since it's water soluble. So, and I'm going to put it in the, all right, let's blot it a little because I want to turn my page. Let's see what it looks like on the back. So this is day 7. I'm going to try to get caught up to day 12. Make sure that I'm okay. Let's go to day 8 here. See what I have for day 8. My poor phone, I'll tell you. Oh, come on. So we'll go back one. Let's go to, let's open this up again. Maybe this one. I want to do simple ones, fairly simple ones, until I get to the maybe day 12. What did I do? There we go. Maybe I'll turn my, can you guys see? Do I need to come up a little? Okay, we're going to use my swatch again here and see what this one looks like, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's black. So look at this. Look at this corner in here. I'm out on the website, so I don't want to fool with that picture too much. So we're going to do the little corner. And since I know this is water soluble, boy, I can get some nice tonal values in here. And that has a little mark there, and it comes like that. And then it's got this shape. So let's kind of draw that. Come around like that. And around. And then it's got a piece going over this way. And a piece coming like that. Kind of comes up. And this is shady in there, kind of a little shading in there. It comes down and around again. And there's kind of some extra line in there. Now under here, where starts the clasp, can I call it a clasp part? And it comes down like that. Comes kind of roundish like this. Oh, and my pen is, parts of it is getting dry, so let's dip it again. And then come out this way. And then it has this interesting shape in here that comes to a point. Like so. All right. So this one kind of has the same type of thing going on over here. But I have to make sure that I stay. Let's come down here and go up and knead it. Kind of comes like that. And then it has a shaded area in here. Some shading going on in there. And my pen is, I see where the swirls are. when I use up ink in one swirl, I can turn it around and use the other swirl, so to speak. I know what I mean. The pen, the glass pen itself has swirls in it. All right, so now it has another, here it has another one down there that kind of matches it, sort of. And it kind of comes like that. And so this one has a swirl that comes around this way and goes up. And actually these two match, so this one probably should have come over a little more like that. I can shade that in. And so I kind of need to make as close as I can these two match. It's not going to be perfect because I'm dealing with a new tool here that I'm using. All right, and then there should only be one of these in the corner, and I've got room for another one. I'm going to bring this out a little bit more because I can always shade this in. And we'll just put another one in there. There really isn't another one. We'll just kind of shade it in there. So I'm kind of off in there. It's not going to be perfect, Mary. All right. And there's only one here, only one kind of a bead shape in there. It's time to dip my pen. I did not turn my fan on and I'm getting hot. Okay, so it kind of swirls up and comes around. And in this case, this bar here comes over because that's how it kind of hooks onto it. And let's see. Kind of comes this way, comes up and around, and swirls around. And then we've got this one, and then we've only got one in there. Sort of like this. And then there's this business going on in here. And I guess there's a swirl. We'll put a swirl. Kind of connect them in here. And some ink down in here. Kind of connect these. Some ink going on in here. Alrighty. I'm semi-happy with it. Let's see, we got ink going on in here. Alrighty. Now, the other one, I might not draw the entire thing because I get tired of doing it. The same thing over and over. Let's just put it, now that I've kind of studied it. Got the swirl coming in here, coming up, down and around. And a shape coming up this way. And I'm missing that swirl in there. And then there's another corner. I'm calling this a corner bead or corner piece. Hi, Dar. Welcome in, Dar. I'm catching up with my Inktober this morning. I'm just kind of playing. I'm trying to do some more simple ones. But this one got a little bit more intricate on me. And now my pen. If I turn it, this pen has the glass pen itself. Here's the point of it. And it comes into kind of like a tube shape. And it has swirls in it like this. And in here is where the ink fills. And when one gets empty, you can turn your pen to a more full one and you'll get more ink. That's kind of an interesting concept. Here, I'll draw a glass pen, I guess. Let me dip it again. So we're doing this top piece over here. And it kind of has a piece that I didn't see on that other one in here. It kind of comes down, hooks onto there, kind of comes around. And then it has over here it has this point. I didn't see that on the other one either. It has this little marking in here. And then it comes this way, comes down and around like that. And it starts this bottom piece. I don't like touching this because I'm out on the website. And it can very, very quickly get out of shape. All right, then this is in here. And this one is over. Oh, I lost it over here. It's over in here. And this one is over here. This is sort of on the same plane. And then it has a clasp, a little holder clasp right in here. It's kind of roundy. It comes down this way. And it has this piece that comes out and around like so. But these meet. Oh dear me. It comes like this. And then it starts another piece over here. Comes around like so. Comes around there. I'm going to dip it because I want this all to be black. And I like that this ink is water soluble because I can go in and get tonal values in here where I want them. So I don't have this quite the shape that I want there. So I'm going to add some ink in here. And this is kind of a gray color there, and then it starts again in here. And it has a light gray in there. And then it has this piece, which kind of comes sort of widen and then goes to a point. Looks like I got some blue ink. All right. This can come way out, meet kind of even with this one. And around. Some shadowing in here. And then it has these corner pieces. And a corner piece over here. I think I'm pretty much in line with this and this one. And then we start our roundy piece again here, which comes around, around, and around. Can come out a little bit more. And then it has the, and I'm of course just kind of sketching it. I'm not trying to be perfectionistic about it. This can come out a little bit more. And I have to dip my pen again. Well, I got a lot of ink on that. So now I'm just going to put some marks in here to shade out with my brush. And let's see, this would be day 8, hashtag Inktober, TOBER 2024, day 8, and I'm doing buckles. And what else did I just sign it? I'm just practicing. These are glass ink pens. Now I'm going to set this down. I have it loaded with ink. I'm going to see, I think, let's see if I got ink way up here on the, I did. Way up on that bulb where I kind of put my finger. So I'm going to kind of wipe that off. But I got ink in here and I want to see how that rides. Well, I take my brush and and this is kind of a blue in here, but it looks black, doesn't it? I kind of like that, the contrast between the blue and the black here. And oops, I need another paper towel. Hold on. I want to welcome you if you're in here watching. I'm not really, let me refresh my chat messages. Chat filter all messages. Hi Angie, hi Dar, Anina's here, Maritza. And there's 16 of you out there watching, which is perfectly okay. Let's see, what was I going to do? I was going to blot a little here, but it's kind of, I kind of like it like that, but I did blot it. Let's go over here and do, I think it's interesting that it looks black, and then when I add the water, it's really got blue tones in it. I think that is really interesting. Now let's see if I can add some more. It's kind of at the base, and we're just going to kind of put some lines. Just go in here a little. I find it interesting too how if you swirl your pen to where you see the groove that's holding the ink, you'll get it while the others are drying. think that's good. Well, let's, and I'm going to have to play with these ink marks a little. I just scribbled them on here. Let's put some ink in between them. Let's see, this actually had a tonal value on the sides there. I'm not going to play. I'm going to leave the others white in here. I'm only going to shade out the background. I'm going to leave the highlights white on the buckle itself. I'm not going to try to put shading on the buckle. Maybe around in there. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Now, while that is drying, I'm going to put this plug, if I can find where I put it, back on my ink bottle. And my hands are very inky. I hope that it washes off as good as it. So that was day 8. I've only got 4 more to do to get caught up. And I'm trying to work fairly fast. So I've done a blue one. And on the other side here, I've done a red one. Oh, it's upside down, but no, it's the right way. And I've already got a smudge here for the next one. Let me get my heat gun out. Hopefully it's still plugged in. I tried to unplug this heat gun. I must have forgot. Let's just see if I can get caught up with Inktober here. Welcome to everybody who's come in. Angie's eating pizza. I haven't had anything to eat this morning. I made a cup of coffee and had a cookie earlier. I woke up around 7 this morning. Woke up around 7. All right, so we're ready to go. Let me show you the front of my book is here. The front of my book is here. And I started out with this buckle for day 1. I did this in one of my live streams, day 1. And I'm working on front and back of pages. Day 1, I also studied this area in here. It's kind of a study. And then I did it a little bit more detailed. This is still day 1. I did this on a live stream. And I think these, I don't know if I did this one on a live stream or not. I might have done it on an unlisted live. I think I did this one on an unlisted live. And this one's on a shoe. That's day 3. 2 and 3 I did on unlisted lives. Uh-oh. Oh, this was just one I did. I stapled this one on. This one was just a scrap one I did. Day 4, October 4th, I didn't put a hashtag. This is day 4, I think. Just a line of buckles. This is also day 4, that I did this first as a study, and then I came in and did it more detailed. And day 5 actually goes like this. There's a strap coming down this way. It was a suspender, a buckle on a suspender. Day 6 I did in a live stream that I thought I thought I had it scheduled, but I didn't. And then this morning I did day 7 and day 8. So I got 9, 10, 11, and 12 to do. And we're just going to leave any smudges that happen. Let's pick another buckle. Now, I'm going to pick fairly simple ones. That one's kind of cool. I'm going to bring it down into my library because it doesn't scroll around for me so much. Come on, I have to go in it, I think. Save image. Open. Gallery. And then I can also, in my library, edit it and get rid of all this white space that I don't need for my drawing. And I can straighten it a little here. And I can change the coloration. Original, and then let's go into the lighting. Let's make it brighter. Is that what I want? Exposure, contrast. Let's go to the light balance. There, maybe. Okay, then I'm going to save that, increase the resolution. And then turn my camera so it looks like that. And there's my glue stick. So I got some blue smudges on here. Let's wash out my pen. Where's my... Oh, it's my sprayer. You know what would be fun to do, and I'll do it on my next one, is put this down first and then draw over it. Well, I could do that now. Well, I have to get out my ink, but I can do that now. We'll put in some shadowing on here. And then I'll dry it and then draw over my shadowing and see how that works. Let me clean my pen. That's pretty good. And let's get out another color. I've done a black and blue one and a red one. Let's see what else I have here. I thought I had a sepia brown, but there the ink is in and these all look red to me. What's this one? This one might be a brown one. Let's try that one. And I'm going to try my walnut ink too. So the challenge for me on these is getting the plug off. And I think if I just kind of turn it as I pull up, but I have to be, these bottles are so small. I'm getting it. I'm just kind of turning and pulling up, but my hand is getting quite the ink blot on it. Okay. Now let's put, that just kind of helps me know where my ink bottle is. Let's see if I can, let's use the hand sanitizer here and see if this will come off. A little. A lot. It's still pretty dark. I think lava soap will take it off. It's kind of stained, but let me pull out another towel while I'm here. All right. So now what I want to do is just, let's put a little on my pen. And then while I have it on my pen, I'm going to, and let's spread that around with my brush. I really need a bigger brush, but we'll use this one. And then I'm going to dry this. And I won't get any highlights. Well, I might if I take my and blot it. And okay. And I'm going to get out another. I need this out. Put it over here, I guess. I'm going to get out another paper towel because I've got that one all wet now too. I'm going to have to get some paper towels the next time I go to town. Let me kind of dry this pen off. Okay, we're going to draw this buckle. I'm going to start with this one. And it's really got a lot of highlights in there. I might go to a different, because that one has more highlight than what I wanted to on this page. Let's get out of here. Hold on, I gotta turn my phone the right way to get back to my, let's go to another one here. Shoe buckle. Well, this one's kind of cool. I could do this one in portrait mode. That's kind of a cool buckle, isn't it? And it's got a lot of darkness in there that I can make use of. So let me move my ink bottle over here. It's not going to work. Hold on. Let me put it back over here and I'll grab it if I want it. Hi, Becky. Welcome in. I'm playing with my Inktober. I'm trying to get caught up. And I'm out on the website, so it's going to jiggle around on me unless I save it down. Save image. Open in gallery. Let's get rid of all that white space. I don't need all that white space. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Straighten it a little. Okay. I think I'm going to leave the lighting. Well, I could do the light balance a little. Maybe like that. Okay, we'll save that. Increase the resolution. And there it is. And I'm going to do this one in portrait mode. That's why I had to move my... You guys can't see it very well up there. Move it down just a little bit more here. There. All right, I'm in brown. I'm using brown ink that I kind of smeared on the background first. And let me dip my pen. I'm playing with a glass ink pen, which I don't really normally use, so this is a new experience for me. So we're going to come around like this. And come around again and kind of just shade it as I go, I think. And it gets a little skinnier in there and a little fatter up in here. And it's got two little clasps coming out here, maybe not quite so pointy, and another one over in here. And then it comes around again like that. And then see how I got ink in that? I don't know if you can see or not, but I've got ink in these grooves. And when I use it up, it gets empty. And then if I turn my pen to use one of the grooves, I get more ink. I like that about the ink pens, about the glass ink pens. Something I'm kind of learning as I go here. Kind of put some shading in there. And yeah. And come around this way. And my perspective isn't going to be perfect here because I'm just playing. This is really more, well, it does kind of slant. It kind of slants like there's a, now I've got to dip it. There's a slant in there. Kind of comes like that. Goes from here. And then this touches the edge. So the edge comes down. And this comes out further. So this really isn't as long in here. Or this could come down a little bit more that way. And this is quite dark in here. And it comes around like this and like this. Almost dipped my pen in water. And this is quite dark in here. Comes down. Now, the bottom part falls in between these two, so I have to be careful that I don't make it as wide as what I would tend to do. And it kind of comes down at a little bit of an angle. And another little bit of an angle. And has a roundy like that. And I'm just going to kind of sketch this in. And then this piece comes down this way, curves in. And this piece gets really light over here. Comes down. I'm going to kind of swirl my pen. Comes down, comes down, comes down, sort of like that. And then it's got this outer piece that has these bubbles on it again. And I've just been doing those with, actually they're kind of up here, they're kind of oblong. Sort of like that, because they're up toward the top. And then they kind of oblongish this way a little. And then they get darker down in here. And I'm just sketching them in. I'm not paying too much attention to, and then they get really dark in there. Get really dark down in here. And this one you can see a definite little shape in there. Now it kind of curves down. And then it gets kind of light again down here at the bottom. It has these interesting little kind of diamond shapes that kind of go like that. And then a little piece between them, and another kind of like a little diamond. And a little circle between them. And that goes on clear across. Until you get to here. And let's start over here, right underneath of this business. See how the ink is getting used up in there? Well, on his side it's still filled, but you get over here and you get less ink in your... Let's draw some of these lighter ones. It has a little edge here that kind of goes up and around it. A buckle can be an interesting thing, can it? And these are fairly light up in here. You just see little parts of it. Kind of even it out up there. And this can be much more defined. Yeah. But I'm going to put some more coloring in there. And I think this is much wider. Let's widen this. And then let's widen this one. And that would have made this kind of fit in there, but I made them wider, so oops. All right, let's go back over here and kind of put these in. And then they get dark in here, down below. And you can actually see on the bottom, you can see the inner rim of the, so there's really a piece that comes like this, going up around till you get to about to here. And I'm going to kind of shade that. And then we got all this business going on around in here. Let's put some lines in here. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Let's, I'm going to spray it up here. And I'll take my ink brush. I might get a wider ink brush and smear this. All right, let's wipe this off. Well, I've still got quite a bit. Not a whole lot, I guess. Wonder if it'll splatter. No, let's wipe it off. Okay, now let me get a wider brush. Let me reach down below I moved my brushes off of the table because I kept knocking them over. What do I have here? Here, let's try that one. And this one. Okay. Yeah, I kept knocking my paint brushes over and I kept having to pick them up. Now this one is kind of a wide brushy brush that you can use for, they think they call that a filbert, but it's kind of rounded at the end, but it's kind of splayed out because of what I've done with it. And let's just kind of, that one dripped down. Okay. I got a drip going down that way. Let's do some background inking with my brush. I'm liking it. This would be day 9, I believe. So I just got 3 more to do. I'm trying to keep them fairly simple because I don't want to be here all afternoon. Let's hit it with the heat gun. I'm gonna lift up a little bit down below. Let me refresh my chat. Hi, Riri. Welcome in, Riri. Let me refresh my chat while I'm drying here. Hold on. Dara's here. Riri's here. Beck starts in. See you later, Gators, Becky said. Look, I got that where that blue, the blue spots there. Maybe I can use my brush. Bring some of that up if I can, kind of put some ink in there. How you been, Riri? Dara said she's hanging in. What did Becky say? Becky said, just asking a lunch break from mowing. Oh, she's taking a lunch break from mowing her lawn. Well, you're better than me of working out in the yard. I think she left, but I need to get out and work in the yard. It's still warm here, up in the 80s. I like to work in the yard when it's in the high 60s, the low 70s. It needs to be a little cooler before I go out there. All right, that's fairly dry. Who else is here? Dar, Angie, Mary. I was up all night. Angie, you need some sleep. I hope you feel good today, Dar says to Angie. Maritza popped in. Anino is here. Riri says, ditto. It's a beautiful here on the northern neck in Virginia, assessing which arty things will get some love and attention. Hi, Katia. Katia, I'm working on buckles on my Inktober. I'm playing with a glass ink pen, which I do not use. I've done this one in red, this one in, I guess that's a dark blue, but it looks black and blue, and this one in a sepia color. I'm trying to do more simple buckles. I might do one complicated one at the end. Let's document this as day 9. I'm going to document it with my Tombow marker. So this is still a little damp, but hashtag Inktober. I want to get caught up with my Inktober. TOBER 2024 day 9 buckles. It's good to see you, Katia. Are you getting ready for, it's really Katia. I should call her by how she calls herself, but I call her Katia. Her name is really Katia. She says, I'm hiding from people today. Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. Way too many people home. Let me sign this. While you're here, Katia, while you're hiding, did you put up a homework assignment? I've been watching the group, but I haven't checked the web page. Did you put up a homework assignment for us? You said you were going to. I was looking for it on the web page. I'm not on the web page, but on the group. Not that I need one. You want homework, Meri? All right. Let's go to another buckle here. Let's go. Oh, I'm in my, I can get rid of, well, I don't know if I want to do that one. Let's not move it yet. Let's, where am I at? Okay, I'm on the web page here. Let's go back one. Let's see what else I have in here. What else? Ooh, here's another. This is more of an oval one, but it's got that same shape in the center. Let's see what else. Oh, this one's good. Let's do this one. I'm going to bring it down. I have to pop on it here. These are all in the Metropolitan Museum of Art public domain library, so I feel comfortable using them. Open it in my gallery, edit it, and get rid of all this white space that I don't need. And I'm going to try to, I'm going to try to do the background again by just wetting the paper. Does it need to straighten? It needs to come this way a little. All right. Am I happy with the coloring? Maybe a little bit. Well, I'm at a -9, but where are my shadows? Exposure, contrast, highlights. Whoops, I don't want any high. Well, we'll leave it at 5. Shadows, what I want. There. We're going to save that. Whew, it's warm in here. No homework. I decided to be grateful with my students and give them a vacation. Oh, yay, no homework. Shall I do it in landscape or in portrait? It's in portrait mode in the library, but I kind of like it in landscape. If I turn it in landscape, it turns to portrait, but let's do it like this. Well, I can get a better view of it this way, though. Hold on, Meri's playing with her camera. Come on. Let's do it this way. Can you see my sketchbook? Well, now it's way out of view. Let's do it like that. Now you can see most of it. Thank you for no homework. Katia said, just make sure you update since September and you'll be fine since we are going to start to learn the fun stuff. Katia, I am wanting to learn how to do the chain with a true ring. After I close my true ring, it's got that little, and when I try to do a chain, when I try to pull that through, it turns into a ring again. And I haven't figured out how to do, is that coming? But I thought you said you were done with the true rings, and I'm going, but I wanted to learn how to do a chain. I can do the bare thread. There's nothing wrong with doing the bare thread, but when I try to, I must be doing something wrong, because when I pull that thread through, it wants to make another ring. Huh. I'll have to get out some thread and show you what I'm facing. Let's see. Shall we do this in, well, I'm going to close this up. Where's my plug? The plugs are a dark color, and I tend to lose them. Here it is. Let's plug this back up because I don't want to spill it. And I don't know. See, I knocked that over. It's a good thing I had a cap on it. Tighten the caps. That true ring and chain is an intermediate session. Oh, okay. Thank you, Katia. I'll wait until I can wait. I'm just going, oh, I didn't learn that yet. All right, I can wait until the intermediate stuff. Next week, we will look at the normal ring, the self-closing mock ring for shuttle and chain for needle. Yeah. That's okay with me. I really want to learn that chain because those little trees I'm making, I'm using the SCMR, the self-closing mock ring, because it has rings and chains. And I could do true rings, but I don't know how to do the chain. So I'll wait. I'll continue doing the mock ring. Let's see. Let's try this color here. I'm trying to get it out. I don't know if I want to keep this foam rubber in here. It's awfully hard to get these little... If I use this all the time, I would probably put these in a cigar box. And this, of course, has the little plug. Mary, on the web page, there's a document on how to work with the true ring and chain for needle. Okay, I'll check it. Hi, Joyce. Welcome in, Joyce. Katia is hiding from the Thanksgiving people. She's hiding from all the is your house full of people, Katia? Or are you just hiding because, all right, let me put this up here. So let's do this spray again. I mean, the water trick again, the background thing, and see what color do I have. I think I got another brown. No, it's the black. All right, this is good. I'm splattering it. I'm going to blot it and dry it, brush it a little here with my larger brush. And a lot of that went down this way. Okay, let's blot this. Let me get that wet one out. This is day 10. Ooh, I like that. Let's do some blots on here. I like that. Let's give that a dry. Mary, oh, she told me that. Joyce says hello. Katia says hi to Joyce. Dar says hi. Katia says, I have people home until Monday. My second son will be staying for a week. So not much time to do what I have to do or love to do. That's tatting. Katia, I bought that book that Tammy recommended, the encyclopedia. I'm going to have to check our messages because you recommended early on 2 books of tatting that I need to keep an eye out for. And I think I purchased one early on. But I purchased the one, that encyclopedia one that Tammy recommended. Now I might try to splatter this after I dry it. And one thing, when I put this water on it first, it warps my page. So that'll affect my drawing, but this is just a bucko, so And I'm thinking, well, no, let's go with the glass pen again. And I'm going to dip it in. This is the black ink. And we're going to start with the bar because that's dark. And we're going to put it right here. Move my brush out of the way. And I think I'll come down a little with it. And I'm just going to scratch it in there because it's kind of rough. And it has a little piece that comes up this way. And then it has this pretty little, oh, I want to say oval, but it's not. It's long and shapely. It's not a complete oval. It's kind of an eye shaped in here. And that's connecting this bar and this bar and this one, and whew, it's warm in here. Now, I'm going to leave that and just go right over it. And we'll come down this way. And these don't have to be perfect because, you know, for one thing, I have not used the glass pen, so it's kind of a new tool to me. So I'm learning that. I think this is a little thicker. Now, see, I've used the ink over here. I'm going to swirl my pen to where there's more ink in the grooves. And let's come down and come down. And then we've got these interesting vampire teeth. And then it's kind of dark in here. These are dark. And it's got some dark in there. And then it's actually a bar going across. And then it comes down. Oops. This kind of curves down just a little slightly because we're doing the, well, I got this much taller than it needs to be. This needed to be down further. But we'll bring this down. Might need to dip my pen again here. I'm down below here. And I'm making this actually wider in here than it is in there because I made this skinnier. I'm giving it some more height, the buckle. Let me dip a pen. And then these hook in here. And it comes up, 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 up. And I made this much too tall in here. Oops. That's okay though. We'll run with it. And then it comes around. Actually, it comes a little bit further around. Something like that. Whew, it's warm in here. What day am I on? Day 10? Okay, then it has some grooves, some lines, and I'm not going to pay too much attention. Now, I don't know if I can make more highlight in there by lifting some of that ink. I don't know. But I'm just going to put in some lines here. And then it gets highlight again up here. And then it's darker in here. And then it's kind of a gray color in around the corner and in the side. and it comes around up this way, and there's a little bit of highlight up at the top. And then the corner gets gray again. And it comes around, and then there's this another gray in here, comes around like that. And these are darker in here. Whew! I am warm. I don't know if I can stay in here without turning on that fan. All right, so there's highlight. This is actually a little bit wider. There's highlight coming in here. I wish I had some white. I have those white pins, but I don't know if I can get them to work on here. Could try it. And it comes around like that. And it's dark in here, and then this is much darker in here and in here. Kind of comes out to the edge. Now I'm going to have to dip my pen. And this down in here, I think I'm fairly happy with it. I'm going to get out my white and see if I can't put the highlights in with those white pins. I have the felt tip markers. I don't know if I have a white in the paint pens. I have a white. All right, and I'm going to, let's get out my, and let's blot some of this. See if that won't dry. I'm going to let it sit there for a minute. Well, no, let's go with my little brush, my smaller. We'll try this one. Let's go in here and darken this area. Maybe put some shadow in here. More shadowing up in here. A little bit of shadowing going on in here. Down in here. All right, let me see. I don't think I can get my white pens going. as much as I would love to. They get kind of stubborn on me. I usually end up using my fine liner. I'm looking for white pens. That's a pencil. That's a yellow pen. That one's probably completely dry. It has the cap off of it. Hold the phone. I dropped something. Should be able to get something out of these. Let's see. I might have a... Do I have a new one? I have some new ones, but I can't get those to work. Oh, my water. Guess I'll just hang it back up on the shelf for now. It's out of my way. Well, let's try this. Yeah, see, they're not as bright white as what I would like. That works, but it's kind of not what I would like. And I don't think this one's working at all. Hard to tell. I need a black paper to tell. Yeah. This one sort of worked. It works on that, but on here, it sort of works. But it's not the bright white that I want. And I think these would be the same way. I'm not sure I'm wanting to open those. Let me look over on my ink tray and see if I have some acrylic. I don't want to dip my pen in acrylic ink, but I could dip my brush. It looks white, but it may not end up being white. Sometimes I get fooled. And I don't know, I haven't opened this in a long time. I don't know what is in here. It could be all dried up for all I know. Where's my pliers? I got them out earlier, I guess. Hold the phone. I'm going to try to open that and see what color of ink is in here. It doesn't feel like it's shaking much. It shouldn't be dried up, but it's dusty up on the top. It's a yellow. Let's use my brush. Let's use my little brush. Where did I put it? It's a yellow creamy color, but it might work. It made everything yellow. Let's blot it a little. It's a lemon yellow color. I'll have a yellow buckle. Could be white gone bad. My ink pen went, my camera went. I kind of like it in a way. Not that much. This is acrylic ink. Let's see if I have a white. I thought I had a white, but who knows? I haven't had the acrylic inks out for a long time. Let me look back over here again and see if I can find a white. What's this? Well, that looks white too. Let's try that. See what. That's not the same one. And that one I don't need the pliers on it. Oh, that's a white. It's plugged up there. There's my brush. Wash it out a little. Might be kind of dry in there. There we go. That makes me happy. I'm putting some highlights on this belt buckle. And the yellow will just be shadowing for the white. Now she's going crazy. I think I'm going to leave it alone. I think I'll keep this white out though. I do like the white acrylic ink. These pens, unless you're working on a black paper, I don't know, these pens don't really excite me. Even the signal pen doesn't really do it for me. I dropped it. Hold on. Yeah, I dropped a gold paint pen, and hold on. I don't want to run over it with my chair. I don't know where it rolled off to. I hate it when I roll over stuff with my chair. Yeah, I don't know where it fell. It's not under my wheels, so I guess I'm okay. All right, let's put the lid on this. I'm going to quit on this one. I'm going to call this one done. Well, I don't like that spot in there. I'm going to either draw over it or blot it out a little bit more. It's not what, it's ruining my drawing. All right, but let's put, I might leave the black out and do some more with the black ink and my glass pen. We're going to leave the white. Let's do this brush. Let's see if I can move this just a little. Maybe not. Oh yeah, maybe. Kind of scrub it out a little here. I am working on mixed media paper, so even though you can use wet media on it, if you scrub at it too much, it will grain out on you. You know, you could rub a hole in it. All right, that's a little better. And let's get my Tombow marker, which I had here, smothered with everything else. Where did it go? All right, I got pliers. I'm going to put those away. I might need them, but going back to my drawer, I got paintbrush. What happened to my Tombow marker? I was using my Tombow marker to document with. All right, it's hashtag Inktober, INK October 2024. And I think this is day 10, right? That was day 9, so this is day 10. I've only got 2 more to do to catch up. Buckles. And I'm going to sign it. Let's pop over to day 11. I think this is pretty dry. I can move it. Yeah, I'm liking what's going on here. Even though I'm not doing, you know, I'm just doing sketchy sketches. I did this one this morning, this one and this one and this one. So I'm just have 2 more to do here. Welcome in everybody who's come in. Hi, Stephanie. Let me refresh chat. If I don't refresh my chat, sometimes it does not move for me. Chat filter, all messages. Okay. Okay, Stephanie, Joyce, Riri, got 16 of you in here with me. Thank you for popping in on a Saturday morning. Let's go and see what else I can find out here. I'm on the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Oh, those are cute. Those would be easy to do. I like these simple ones. Do I want to do that? Let's see what else is in here. Ooh, I kind of like this one. Let's do this one. Whoops, that isn't what I wanted to do. I want to, well, let's get rid of that. Let's come back in and, oh, I'm on Amazon. Doggone it. I lost it. Maybe if I go to history, it'll pop back in. Now that's the one I was on, and that'll take me back out again. So let's go back to my page and just scroll down. I don't think I got to page 2. This one's kind of neat too. I'll have to get out some gold ink because that's transparent. That wouldn't be a challenge to do. I'll do that when I have more time. Let's save it now though. I'm going to save it in my library. I'm not going to do it now. And let's see. I want to find that one I was going to do. We did those. We did that one. That one's cool. I'm going to have to find my gold ink. I did that one. I think I did that one. I did that one. Okay, it should be down here. This one. And let's save it. Well, save image. Open it with my gallery. Edit it. I'll get rid of all this white space. I don't need all that white space. Okay. Straighten. I don't know. It looks pretty straight to me. Of course, I've got a crooked eye, so. All right, let's go to the coloring. Let's hit that. Ooh, I like that. Let's save it. Increase resolution. Turn it this way. There we go. Turn my paper that way. Click on that. Alrighty. We're going to do this in blacks and grays too. I'm not going to, I might splatter it at the end, but I'm going to draw it first. And I'm using my glass pen, and I'm really loving this area up in here. So I think I'll start with that area. I'm going to expand it a little. And where's my glass pen? Right here. And I'm using, oh my gosh, what did I do with the black ink? We'll put it in the, oh, I guess I had it in the other one. I was afraid that I was going to tip it over, because these little bottles, I can tip it very easy. Okay, so I'm going to, I guess I have to kind of get a sense of the size. I'm going to draw this top piece first, kind of like that. And then it's got this piece coming around like that. But it, let's see, let's come this way. And it kind of slants down, and it does a leaf in here. It does this little leaf shape coming up this way. And in here, and it kind of comes out that way, and it has these kind of leaf shapes in there, sort of. Might be a little bigger in there. It has this, and it comes, let's see, this has little, if you look at it in here, it has these little kind of swirl marks, I guess you could call them, kind of coming like so. To a certain point, and then it gets into probably right into there. And I think these are a little larger than what I have them, but, and then it gets wider right in here again. But I want to, and then it has another piece right below it. It kind of comes around this way, and it has a dark oval shape in here. Another eye shape, a long slanty eye. Maybe even a little longer than I have it. And then this is all dark in here. Did you see how I swirled my pen there to get that dark ink? All right. And then when I use my brush, it will move that along. Okay, now this piece comes down. I'm going to have to dip my pen. I'm on this piece right in here. It kind of comes down this way. And there's a shape inside that kind of, I don't know what kind of a shape to call that. It's long and sort of like that. And then the outside part is roundy. Sort of like that. And this continues on. Actually, there's a piece here. I'm kind of getting mixed up in here. Kind of comes, let's move it down because I'm right here. Kind of comes like this and goes up, and then this kind of swirls around and it's dark in here, but there's some gray right in there. And then we have these little tooth-like structures in there. I'm calling them teeth. They look like they're laughing at me. Draw me if you think you can. I challenge you to draw me. Okay, now let me bring this piece down that way. So I'm going to bring this piece down. down, well, maybe not down that much, down like that, sort of. And this is darkened in here. And you know, it's got some shadowing going on. Then we have this center piece in here, which kind of comes here, comes around sort of to the center of this, kind of comes like that. And so this kind of, oh, it almost comes to the end. So this one can come out a little bit more like that maybe. And might be a little long on mine. And then this way. And if you see this point does not meet that point. This point is to the left of this point. That's interesting. And it comes down like that. And this area is all dark. Some more ink. Now this is the ink that came with the set of glass pens that I got. I got this set a couple months ago and I never used it. It just sat in here and I thought, well, it's Inktober. I should play with the glass ink pens. All right, there's a bar that comes here. And why is that not? There we go. So I've just done that much in there. I didn't even finish the teeth. They were laughing at me. I had teeth that were laughing at me. All right. And so this piece, I'm up here now. I'm kind of bopping around on my drawing. This piece comes there. This piece with the teeth comes up, forms a loop and comes back down this way. And there's a pretty kind of like a leaf structure in here that meets that. And so this needs to come out a little bit. Well, no, it has a piece that comes out right here. So it kind of has a piece that meets this pretty leaf that comes sort of like that. And let's see. There's kind of a piece right here that's an extra piece that goes around this. So this kind of comes like that, kind of comes down, and this one comes around and into the leaf area, kind of like that. And then it also swirls this way, kind of swirls out, and it forms a circle in here. And it comes down like, sort of like this. Not perfect. Am I going to get this on down here? I don't know, because I'm getting pretty close to the bottom here. There's some teeth. This is a buckle, so I'm calling these the buckle teeth. And I'm not sure I'm going to get it all on here. And there's another one that comes here. And then there's a pretty swirl again in here that kind of comes up and swirls down and around. Well, actually, this piece comes down and around and meets it, I think. And let's see, I'm losing my space, my way here. This one comes around this way, and it forms a pretty leaf shape in here. And it kind of comes like, now I'm losing ink. This actually comes up a little higher, like that, comes around, meets this, and then there's a piece that comes this way. And this is dark, and this one's dark. This one comes over this way. This one comes over. I have to draw that side yet. And I'm just kind of trying to fill in the blanks here. Whew, I'm hot. And this kind of swirls around like that. And it has some pieces that kind of come out. And this is kind of shady in here. And my pen is, let's see. This is kind of dark. Dark in here. Dark around in here with light. And I'm just barely getting it on the edge of my page. All right, so this one comes like this. And I guess I should finish in here. So let's go up here. Let's see. This one comes down, forms a kind of a loop in there. This one swirls down, swirls up, and comes kind of like that. And it kind of looks like it locks in there. I kind of lose it gets dark in there. Actually, this is much closer to, now I'm losing my ink. This actually comes more like that. It comes down more like that. There's something going on in here. And then it starts with the one down in here, which is kind of hard for me to get my hand there. Kind of a loop in there. Kind of swirls around. Comes down like that, maybe. I'm wanting to straighten this out a little. I have it a little lopsided. That's okay. Belt buckles don't have to sit perfectly, do they? So this is all dark in here. It's got some marks up in here. There's a dark area in there. Comes around this way. It's around that way. See if I can bring that down just a bit more to straighten it out. Okay, so this is dark. And this is all dark. And it's dark in here. That circle actually is more straighter than I have it more of an angle. But oh well. Let's shade this in a bit more. I need more ink. now that I have all my outline in, I can kind of go in. Now see how it's kind of a grayish color in there and there? That's this area. And I think I'll just do that with my brush. And this has some swirl marks going around like that, which kind of give it some dimension. And let's see, we got this area in here to define a little bit more. It kind of comes down like that. And this swoops a little bit more than when I have it. It swoops down. Got to turn it. Swoops down like that. A little bit more, and there's a little bit more defined in there. Some little marks. I think my pen is getting dry on me. And this area in here is a little bit darker than when I have it too. I'm getting warm. Is this day 11 or 10? I forget. I think I did day 10. Let me look over here. This is day 11, so I only have one more after this. Let's take and squirt the ink off of this. I think it's getting a little dry. I'm going to do it up in here. And I'll brush that out. I'm not sure that this is a technique. This is just one way I'm cleaning my brush. All right, that's really, well, there's kind of, I got it when I dip it. I got it up on the little bulb part here. Let's do it down in there. There. All right, let's just, I got enough on there. So instead of brushing it, let's kind of just blot it. Maybe brush it in here a little, swirl it for that gray. And blot this. And I might go in this with some white ink, put in some highlights in with the white ink. But I think I'm liking what's going on. I'm not going to use my, I'm going to throw this one away. I'm not going to use my pen in the acrylic ink because I think it would clog up the little channels in it. I'm going to use this to put in some highlights. Maybe in here, up in here, and then we'll call it done because I don't want to spend hours, and I could spend a lot more time on this, but I think that this acrylic ink needs a little, since it's acrylic ink, I think I can put water in it. I'm going to, and let's get my little brush. I should buy some more of this, but it's gotten kind of expensive. I got these on sale for $1.49 when they had that. Hobby Lobby was selling them. Selling them out. Got rid of that. That's really when they started, I think, getting rid of their brand stuff. I just hate that they get rid of their brands. And then they bring in, you know, I understand, but they're not really thinking of us when they do that. They're thinking marketing and all of that. And, you know, we like to have some brand stuff. Some FW inks. Well, I think they have another ink I don't know. I haven't looked at the inks for a long time, but all right, let's just, I didn't put a whole lot of dark in there. Let's put some white. Let's see. Up in here, swirl it down, swirl, just put in some swirls here. I think my brush needs to be cleaned a little. And up here. And come down, maybe like that. Put a little bit of highlight going across the bar. Dip it again, right in here. Oops, that might be a little much. And really, I think I'm about ready to call this done. You know, I could spend hours and hours. Could spend hours and hours doing this. But it's done enough for a buckle, I think. So I'm going to document it and we'll move on to day 12 and then I'll be done. I think I'll do it with black too, just because I don't want to get out any more little bottles here. Good thing I put the caps on all those because they're tipping. All right. I think I can document it up above. So this is hashtag Inktober 20. Put my hand in that. 24. Day 12. Buckles. And where shall I sign it? Down here. There we go. It's not perfect. It's kind of at a slant. My camera told me to straighten it out on the picture. So let's go. Oh, well, that wasn't day 12. That was day 11. Where's my pen? This is day 11. Let's make this 11. There, that looks like 11. We have to do day 12 yet. So I'm going to flip the page and do it right here. And let's pick another buckle. And let me refresh my chat because it, yeah. Top messages, chat filter, all messages. Angie says, wake up, you all. I know that you're all doing things, she says. Yeah, every time Angie says, wake up, I say, well, Angie, they're out there working on stuff. And she put in parentheses, I know that you're all doing things. Becky came back in. She says, I finished mowing. Yeah. So I'm hoping that's the last time for this year. I think ours is pretty well been mowed. Let's see. I'm going to trash this now because I don't want this stuff to build up in my gallery because eventually I'm going to have to take this phone in. Oh, am I at the end of buckles? Am I at the end? Oh, no. Oh, no, I have to go back one. So let's find. Ooh, there's another gold one. I'm not going to fool around with. I want to do another one, but see, I got gold. I'm going to. I think I'll be going to the Hobby Lobby area next week. I have to take my phones in and get them fixed. Oh, what do I want? I don't want to spend a lot of time, but I don't want to do a simple dimple one either. Let's get a medium thing. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Let's do this one. It would take me some time. Oh, we got plenty of pages of buckles here. That one's kind of fun. These are shoe buckles. Quite a few. Oh, here's one. Let's do this one. It's kind of a mottled thing. Let's do this one. Let me go to it and bring it down into my gallery. Open it up. Get rid of the white space. I don't need it all. Get in there. And I'm thinking that I'll do this one with the walnut ink. Close up my ink here. It says to straighten it, but there, let's call that straight. Let's go to there. Ooh, I like that. Let's just use that. That darkened it quite a bit, but let's save it. Increase resolution. And flip it. This is the last one I'm doing today. This is day 12. So I'm going to put the plug back on this before I spill it. Because if I want black, I can use my pens. And this will be, I'm still using the glass ink pen, but I'm going to use my walnut ink here, and I'm going to dip my glass pen in this walnut ink and see how that works. So let's move this out of the way. Let's put this up here. And I still have a dirty towel. Let's get rid of it. And I still have a clean one. A clean one and a dirty one. So I've got enough towels. A partially clean one and partially dirty. So I'm going to see how it works with the walnut ink. Oops. Well, I really dipped it in there. Because that's not just a little jar. Let's draw the... Oh, it's drawing it pretty good. We'll draw this part first. I'm just going to draw. All right. And this, if you look at it, it really is, it looks like it's rusted because it has a piece that comes here like this. Maybe a little wider. Comes like that. Comes around this way like this, and then it has a bar in there, and a bar comes down this way, and then, well, there's a little area in there that I missed, but let's see. This kind of comes out, and the only thing of using the walnut ink in this jar, yeah, let me go in a little here. Let's do this part. Oh, I might have come down too far, but that's okay. I can ink it in. Let's go like that. And then it has two bumps here, one here, one that kind of comes up this way and comes down, and then it has this corner. piece in here. And then it has kind of a, well, let's draw the kind of the triangle piece, which really kind of lines up with this. So it kind of comes like, sort of like that and that. And then it's got a piece that comes out here. And then this kind of comes around, sort of like that. And this the same way, kind of out. That might come out a little higher. I can paint that in. And I don't know how deep my ink is here, so I'm just going clear down till I find the bottom. So this is all dark in here. This is dark. I'm just kind of swirling my pen around in there. I might come in with the brush. I just want to get the outline of this, I think. So this kind of comes out around. And it has a piece here and there, and then it kind of goes down into here. Sort of like that. I might have that a little. This really needs more paintbrushy than what I'm going to clean off my pen here and get out my paintbrush. Just dot that up. Clean it up and wipe it up, I guess. I'm going to get out my brush. That cleaned it up pretty good. Still got a dark ring in there. I don't know, maybe that's just the reflection. It's okay. I'm going to get out my brush to finish this. Not my little one. I want this one. Because it's, yeah. It's still ink. I'm just using a different tool to work with it. And it looks like I might need to get that yellow ink out. I guess I put it back. That yellow could maybe substitute for my gold. Let's model it. And I got this could really be, this is too fat. This is much skinnier, but I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it like I drew it. And I messed it up there. Can I remove it? Almost. There. And sometimes if you just load your brush with your media and then just let it dry, if you want those mottled effects. Let's kind of do that on these. Now, let me get out that yellowish ink that I had. I don't want the white. I don't know. Did I put it back in? Yeah, here. I have this kind of a yellow creamy color that I want to do those with. So I might keep this one out too. Now let me wash out my brush. I don't want to stick it in my yellow ink And I'm going to, since this is acrylic ink, I'm going to spritz some water in here. Because they're getting drier, they're old, and it'll kind of... Now I think I'll kind of wipe my brush off before I stick it back in there. Some in here. I'm kind of liking that. I am. Let's take some of that and just put it in here. All right, I'm liking that. I got this white area in here. Let's wash off my brush. Stick it in here. Let's do some. Let's get the other brush. Let's get the wider brush. This is a little wider. Ooh, that's awfully dark, isn't it? Let's do this. Now, while I like this, I want the buckle just a little bit more defined. I think I'm happy with the coloring of it. So I'm going to dry it off, and then I'm going to put some black ink on them around it. Make sure all the lids are on here. So let me hit this briefly with the heat gun. This is the last one I'm doing. And this is day 12, and today's October the 12th. So, all right. Hi, Brenda. Bye, Becky. Becky said, I'm going to the Tractor Supply in a minute for cat food and cat litter, as it is so much cheaper there. Well, have a good trip, Becky. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome in, Vanessa. We are out the door, Becky says. See y'all later. Brenda says, good afternoon. I fell asleep just after midnight. Oh, you got 6 hours of sleep. Oh, Brenda, good for you. Awake for 72 hours. Oh, my goodness, lady. I'm going to go to that tombow pen. I'm so glad you at least got 62 hours of sleep. I mean, 6 hours of sleep. I'm going to kind of blot. Although my Tombow pen is water soluble, so I don't think that it will hurt it. And I lost my image here. Let me get my image back. Come on. Come on. Turn it this way. And yeah, let's define this a little bit more. You see, when I blot, it kind of, yeah, it kind of blurred my edges there. And I've got this area in here too wide, but oh well. And I don't have, I had the yellowish color that I put in there, but I don't have that rusty color. Well, I might over there. I have some Tim Holtz stains that I haven't used in a long time. I should get those out. And let's see, this is kind of roundy in here. Like that. And this comes down much more into a circle shape, but I'm not going to sweat it here. Yeah, that's pretty wet in there. Let me get the heat going. Whoops, I slapped you guys in the face. Sorry about that. Let's come down in here. Whoops. Well, I'll leave it. Let's put kind of a roundy one in there then. Just kind of modeling it. I think I'm happy with it. Let's define these a little bit better. I think I'm pretty happy with it. So let's hashtag Inktober. $2024, and this is day 12, and that's today, so I'm caught up. And it's buckles. And I'll sign it over here. So, all right, I'll come out and I'll choose the, let me turn my phone off. I'll choose the best one for my thumbnail, or the best one that I like the best. Let's get rid of this water before I spill it. Wipe out the cup to use again. I reuse these cups. And let's put the ink on the walnut, the lid on the walnut ink. The ink on the lid, yeah. And all of these are closed up. Most of these, with the exception of this last one, I drew with the glass ink pen. I did draw kind of the outline with walnut ink, but then I went to my brush. And these are the little glass ink. This is, I probably can't even read the Chinese or Japanese print on here. There's 2 pens in here. I don't know what was in there. Oh, it's still in there. It's a little ink pen rest that you can rest your pen on. And then here should be the cap to this. So it goes on this way. Or does it? No, it has to go on this way. There. So I'll put that back. There's an extra little piece in here, a little water well. But I used my own. Push it back in there. And I'm missing a bottle. Oh, it's right over here. Hold on. And so I don't know if I'll use these again in October. I might. We'll keep it close. They have a foam that goes on the lid here. This is X-Art, A-X-E-A-R-T-E. Product name, 18 pieces is Sweetheart. Authorized brand is A-X-E-A-R-T-E, X-Art. Manufacturer, Funing Shangyin Crafts Company Limited, Industrial Park in Jiangsu Province, which obviously is China. Not for children under 6 years old. Dip the glass in ink gently to fill the thread with ink. They call those little grooves threads. Tilt the pen slightly and rotate so that the ink is evenly distributed. Flush with water after writing. I did that. I had fun flushing it. So let's see what I did this morning. Let's just do a flip of my journal here. So day 1, I did online, and I did this with black ink, obviously. Now, that's the stuff out of the way. And it was a buckle. I did that online on October 1, I think. This was just extra studies of this part of the buckle. Day 2 was a leather belt buckle. Day 3 was a buckle on a shoe. And I think this was part of day 3 where I played with it on a text page here. It's a text page. Day 4, I played with a line of buckles. I just drew them here. And that's October 4th. And then I expanded it over here. Day 5 was on a suspender, and it's really at an angle that way. I did not expand my drawing up into the corner. I used documentation there. Day 6 was this one, and I started here to go to the Metropolitan Museum of Art to pick out my buckles. So I did this one on day 6. This one started day 7, and look, I dripped ink in there. We'll just leave it like that. I kind of like it. I need some more. So this was with red ink. I think that probably came from maybe the last one I did. This is day 8. I like this one a lot. Day 8. I might do that as my... Day 9's not bad either. Day 9, it's got some blurring up in there, but I kind of like the blurring. Day 10 was where I got out my highlights, but the yellow's peeking through there, but it's okay. Day 11, I kind of like day 11 too. It's tilted. It's way down toward the bottom, and then I just finished up with day 12. So which one am I going to use? It has to be one of these. I think it'll be this one. Okay, so I want to thank you all for coming in. Hi, Marguerite. To charge faster. Oh, I bumped my charger. Hi, Marguerite. Hi, Vanessa. Fancy seeing you here. Who's she talking to? Marguerite? Marguerite. Brenda popped in. She says, I'll drive safe. I'm good, Angie. I got up, got coffee, ate oatmeal, and watched a movie. Took another shower, and now I'm doing my normal Saturday stuff. Angie says, Brenda, I've been watching Hallmark Christmas shows. Oh, Angie's getting in the Christmas spirit. All right, I think I'm caught up. Becky walked out the door, so I want to thank you guys for coming in on a Saturday morning. This was an impromptu video. I wanted to catch up with my Inktober. I'm going to try to do 30 days. This will be an accomplishment for me if I finish 30 days. Okay, everybody, have a great Saturday. Beth Schuler will be on later tonight. There's probably somebody going to be on in the afternoon. I kind of lose track on my Saturday afternoons. Tomorrow morning, I think Paint Girly will be on around 10 Eastern, I believe. And I don't think Tanya, I think Tanya is still on vacation. Lisa might come on for her, I don't know, but I will be back at 6 p.m. Central tomorrow night, Sunday night. Have a great rest of the Saturday and a very good Sunday. Bye, everybody.